charged them that he should what? Point number one, he recognized and acknowledged Jesus as the Messiah. Because he recognized that in Luke chapter 4, verse 18, that Jesus said, the Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because he anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor. He has sent me to heal the brokenhearted, to preach deliverance to the captives, the recovering of the sight to the blind, to set at liberty those that are bruised. When you know what Jesus come, you can claim to myself and eternal say, have mercy on me now. I wish you would just try it out for size. I dare you shout, have mercy on me now. Oh yeah. And it says in verse 48, and many charged him that he should what? Hold his peace. But he cried a great deal the more. Have mercy on me now. Which brings us to point number 2. He did not allow opposition to stop him. Amen. Some of us stop at opposition. But they told me that's it. Ain't gonna be no more giving. They ain't doing this no more. This program is over. I can't do this. I can't do that. I can't do this here. Is there anything too hard for God? No. Is there anything that God cannot do? I thought he said I can do all things through Christ. That's a bold claim. I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. Huh? Hebrews 10:35 says, cast not away, therefore, your confidence which has great recompense and reward. Why are you going to throw away the only thing that you know that works? Listen, this man meant business, and I'm going to prove it to you in a minute before we get out of here. This man meant business. He was determined not to let the Pharisees, the religious zealots, the Sadducees, or even the crowd keep him from his breakthrough. Sometimes you got to have a made up mind. You got to be sick and tired of being sick and tired. You got to say, come hell or high water, for God I live and for God I'm going to die. Is there anybody here? He said, have mercy on me, thou son of David. Have mercy on me now. 49 says, and Jesus stood still and commanded him to be called, and they what? Saying what? Be a good, now all of a sudden, be a good comfort. Now all of a sudden, he done got Jesus' attention. Now they want to be on his side. Don't be surprised when God starts blessing you folks who've been trying to oppose you, been trying to withstand you, been trying to keep you from your miracle, all of a sudden want to join in on your miracle. Want to help you praise now after they done told you to shut up and sit down. You can't have you praising God like that. Now that he calling for you and you got Jesus' attention, now they said, be a good comfort. He calling for you. What happened in verse number 3? Verse number 50 says what? Now, I told you, this man meant business. Amen? You say, how is it? He didn't take off all his clothes. He took off what? He took off the begging garment or the outer clothes. Huh? That means he was dressed for success under all that mess. That means he went there looking for a miracle. He went there expecting Jesus to do something for him that no doctor could do and the crowd didn't want him to have. Because the man knew what it was not to be a beggar. Is there anybody here know what it's like not to be a beggar? When things are good? 51, and Jesus said unto him, what was it that you do for me? What you want me to do for you? Sometimes God wants us to hear what's in our heart. The man said what? That I might receive my sight. Is that all he needed? Like some of us, if you give me a new car, I'll be all right. You give me a new house, I'll be all right. You give me some extra money, I'll be all right. Will you really? Will a little extra money really make things all right for you? Will a better house really make things that much better, that much difference in your life? Will a new car, some new clothes really improve the quality of your life that much more? What you want me to do for you? That I may receive my sight. It reminds me, and I'm about done now, reminds me of a time when I was traveling in the Navy. I had bought me a Celica Super with that nice engine in it, expensive engine. Thing was a running machine. And I was on my way from the Ocala National Forest to Daytona. Wasn't saved. Just had more money than I had since. Was raised in the church. And I was driving that car, and the lights were really hot, and so there was a little steam on the road. So I kept looking ahead at the road and seeing steam, and thought it was the steam coming off the road and the lights. Not realizing that my gauge, my temperature gauge of my car was way past hot, and my car had done boiled over. By the time I looked at what they call idiot lights, or idiot gauge, my car was losing power, and I had done blew the engine. Had to get towed into Daytona during race weekend, which made it about $200 and some and was only 2 exits. Had to stay in a hotel, which would normally be about $50, it was about $200 and some. Then the man fixed my car, put a brand new engine in the car, $4,000 and some. Stole the contents of my car, putting that in there. And then when I went to go pick up the car after paying $4,000, the man had failed to fix my radiator, which caused the engine to blow up in the first place. I spent $4,000 on a new engine, but had a hole in my radiator, which if I had got on the road, it would only blew out the same engine and caused the same problem. Instead of just fixing the problem, he got to fix what caused the problem in the first place. This man told Jesus what he wanted. He said that I want to receive my sight. But look what Jesus answered and said to him. Jesus answered and said to him, what? What? Listen. There's a difference between being healed and being whole. If Jesus had just simply healed this man and not fixed and not forgave him and not put him in the place he needed to be in, he'd have been right back there where he was before. I come to let you know this as I close today. First of all, what is it that you want God to do for you? We see in our text that blind Bartimaeus asked to receive his sight. But Jesus not only healed his eyes, but he made him whole. To be made whole in this particular sense means to rescue. He delivered him out of what caused him to be in the place that he was in. And by extension, it means to be in a right relationship with God. With the implication that the condition before salvation or deliverance was one of grave danger or distress. How do you know that when you're in blindness or you're suffering with a disability in the spiritual side sense, that you are in danger?